That's true. We're not that famous.
Yeah. Well, I guess with that being said,
Perfect.
sounded like you said burp-fict.
No, I said perfect, but I burped it. That's one thing. My dad used to burp so many words when I was a kid. He would just rip. Anytime he had a big burp, he'd rip a burp word and then finish the sentence. Oh, it was always so cool.
Well,
That's how I learned how to spit.
hey, look at that.
Yeah.
Well, anyway,
I can spit pretty far.
welcome back to episode
Thanks, Dad.
154.
55 now,
155.
55, baby.
Welcome back to episode 155. Hope you guys are enjoying all of last week's episode because it got a little
clunky.
A little clunky last week. Yeah, if you haven't seen last Wednesday's episode, we kind of ended abruptly, and then
Yeah, we did.
we talked about it a little bit on DVD Extras, which if you noticed, we're wearing maybe the same clothes, maybe not. Maybe not. But yeah, that's because we completely got flooded out in the studio and had to abruptly stop recording. So
Yep, it was wild. Yeah, this will be a repeat on DVD Extras. But for all you listeners out there, we had mountains of hail inside, and it was like if you had two garden hoses running at once
just on separate sides.
on separate sides of the door. It was just flooding in.
It was wild.
Yeah, so where we record at, there's probably about a half inch of standing water.
Yeah, and we have all kinds of electronic equipment on the ground.
Plug that out. Unplug that pretty quick.
Yeah.
Didn't really feel like getting electrocuted. And Chris was going barefoot at a certain point.
Yeah, because my shoes and socks were so destroyed. It was whatever.
But it was like, we'll definitely unplug this stuff so Chris doesn't get hit. I got some soles on, So.
I mean, this was after we unplugged everything.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
But yeah, man. And also, surprisingly, it was so warm outside. The water was running in at not like a bath temperature, but like a cold swimming pool.
Yeah.
So it wasn't
that cold.
Yeah, so it wasn't what you'd expect like a hailstorm rain to feel like. It was still probably rocking 50 degrees.
We sat out. So there's a front facing business connected to the studio, and it's empty right now. We just sat out there and we were watching the steam.
Oh yeah,
off
that
of
was
the
wild.
Sidewalk as we were sitting there. And
Yeah, it got
hailing and
it got foggy all of a sudden, then went away, and then just the steam was just going
wild.
It was crazy because it was a pretty warm day when that happened.
It was was one of the hotter days at that point. It was like
70.
I think it was 80s.
Was it 80?
I think it was at one point
I was gonna say
that
high
day,
70s, 80s.
I think it was 82.
Yeah.
So it was
Today it was 84 or something.
Yep.
Rolling into summertime, folks. I don't know if you have noticed.
There we go.
But yeah.
Nice and sunburnt already too.
Right? I mean,
I am.
I'm doing all right, but I am partially Mexican, so I get a little extra melanin help.
Melanins, yeah. I don't have that.
But also, a quick shout out because this is Father's Day week.
Yep.
Yeah, 15th. So sorry, I had to do math in my head, but I'm pretty sure it's Father's Day week.
You're a father. Happy Father's Day, Chris.
Hey, thanks, guys.
Happy Father's Day, Dad. Happy Father's Day, Niall.
Yeah, happy Father's Day to every single father watching this, which I think is just Kirk at this point. He's the only one who tells me. Yeah, that we know of. That we know of.
Kirk, my dad, and you have to watch it because you edit it.
I do have to edit it, but my view doesn't count on the algorithms. So
yeah, that's true.
It's all
true.
It's all pre-upload, but
all right, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
But anyway, how have you been for the last week since our last recording? Not including DVD Extras last week. Yeah, I should check that out.
It's been good.
Yeah, solid.
It's what? It's just still nonstop. I keep saying it. And I was like, oh, maybe I'll have a chill week. I'm not going to have a chill week, dude.
Yeah, so I literally went from...
Friday Fest has started now.
Yeah, Friday Fest did start. Yeah, because I went from graduation weekend to the Blues Jam, which I'm a part of the whole committee thing. Yeah. And then next weekend... Oh, I don't even know what I'm doing. Oh, it's all softball, but also it's Taste of Fort Collins. So that's a whole event that I'm helping out and a part of. And then after that, which would be this weekend, it's Father's Day. And then after that, I think the Stampede's getting ready to start.
Yep.
So.
Yeah. Early July.
June kind of sucks, but it's great. Yeah, I think the Stampede starts on the 26th or whatever Wednesday that is of that week.
Something like that. Yep. No, it's, God, the orders just keep coming in and our distributor orders and so many releases right now.
Yeah.
Nonstop, dude.
Oh man, yeah. Well, anyway,
Nonstop.
thanks for letting us vent a little bit about the last few weeks, but let's jump into round number 1.
Let's do it.
Round 1.
I was like, oh wait, we're not doing DVD extras anymore.
Oh, that's fine, dude. Give them a little sauce. Give them a little sauce to start with. Ah, shit. Friday Fest. Honestly, that's a good one.
Yeah, I mean, we literally just mentioned that, so.
Yeah, that'll be a good one. This will be 2 Friday Fests under our belt. Okay. Cool,
Yeah.
Cool. By the time this comes out. Alrighty, folks.
That was a deep inhale before we started that.
Got to get that
I might
oxygen.
leave that in there because that
Gotta
was
get that
funny.
oxygen. I pulled away. I parked back there a bit.
But it's not. It was just mostly your body was like, let's do it.
Just getting in the mindset, the mindset to shoot the pod.
Alrighty, folks. What's the topic?
Topic number 1 is Friday Fest. We just mentioned it.
We did.
Ago.
Yeah, moments ago.
Seconds ago, we just mentioned it.
Yeah. Yeah, so Friday Fest is kicking off. So the first Friday Fest was the 31st, sorry. And it was the day before the Blues Jam. So I actually kind of like that setup that they had this year. Was the first Friday Fest correlates with the first Blues Jam.
It usually does, doesn't it?
No,
Jam's
they tried
always on a Saturday.
the first Saturday of June.
We already have 2, like a Friday Fest or 2 under our belt.
Yeah,
before that
and
one.
I think
you're
they
right.
always try to start like mid-May or something, but mid-May is always a little wishy-washy.
Yeah, it's they're usually slow the first 2 if that's how they do it, but this one was insane, man.
Yeah, it was wild. Because last year, I think the first 4 weeks of Friday Fest got rained out,
Yeah.
or 3 weeks at least.
Yep.
Maybe it was like 2 got rained out, then we had 1, then rained out again. I don't remember, but there was a lot that got rained out last year. So
Which is funny because we do a slush every Friday Fest and I make it. And last year I was doing like 5-gallon batches and we couldn't sell through it. We'd sell like 2 gallons max.
and you guys ripped it hard this year.
We sold 3 gallons in 2 hours, an hour and a half.
It was wild. I
And,
was
like,
watching Maddie.
Couldn't even like make enough to get back out there. Like we were like, all right, we're calling it, I guess.
Yeah, I was watching one of the silly little Bacas run back and forth like, I'm out again. I'm out again.
I know. Well, and he kept calling me, but I was like doing stuff or helping, and then I was like, I can't run it out right now, man. Sorry.
Yeah. But yeah, dude, it was absolutely crazy this year. And I think they should probably always stick to that format.
It was
Even
a
if
good
like
format, man.
even if like the first Friday Fest starts like June 4th or something, and it's like, but I think that's a good format to start it. Cause
I liked having it pushed out because again, you run into the opportunity to have like more rain when you do it in May.
Yeah, a little too early.
And last year it was the slush wouldn't sell. Like it was a horrible year for the slushy machine. And now this year it seems like it's going to be ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's going to be a lot.
But also, like the slush that the distillery made was pretty good.
Yeah, orange
it's
creamsicle.
pretty yummy. It tastes like an orange Julius.
Yeah.
A nice little smoothie.
Yeah.
Like this little smoothie that I have, but this one's strawberry, not orange.
Yeah.
'Cause I don't actually like
do
orange.
I might do a strawberry one though at some point this summer because the creamy ones sell. As crazy as that sounds, like I'd never want a creamy drink outside on a hot day,
But if it's frozen,
but the people do.
yeah.
But even then, it gets so heavy. You know what I mean? Like it just
I
like
guess I can see that.
I don't know. It's not for me, but the people love it.
Yeah, I can see that.
People love it, dude.
Yeah, because I mean, I just wanted to rip it and try one, and I was like, oh yeah, it tastes like orange Julius. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
But then like the strawberries and cream thing that you guys made was where it was at.
So good,
Yeah.
dude. So good.
That was where it's at.
We sold out of the whip vanilla
Solid.
Saturday morning. Mm-hmm. So like I made double what I normally make of the bottles, and we almost sold out Friday night,
Yeah.
which is great.
Yeah, because
Can't complain about
that
that.
was the Blues Jam night. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. That makes sense. You guys were kind of packed on
Dude,
that.
all night long too. Oh man, maybe the most cocktails we've ever done, if not like the second most cocktails we've
Yeah.
ever done in one night. We
Yeah.
did on Friday night.
Damn. Because I think I showed up at like 5:30 and it was still kind of calm. But as soon as we got our drinks and sat down, then it
Oh,
was
it's a
just
line out the door.
boom. And I'm like, all right, I'll come back later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we did 514 cocktails,
Wow.
which is insane. Like normally like an insane night's like 300 plus cocktails. Mm-hmm. We did almost double.
That's crazy.
That's nuts. Yeah, it was nuts. It was a good night.
Yeah.
We appreciate it. Appreciate all the support from downtown.
Yeah. But yeah, and like now that like the head of the DDA kind of retired, I think the music now is going to get switched up quite dramatically.
You think so?
I
don't know who controls
from
all
what I've been told. Allegedly,
Allegedly.
it's going to be a little more catered to the older 30, younger 40 crowd instead of the older 50, younger 60 crowd.
Yeah.
Because now it's
Well,
like,
they'll come out no matter what. They just like being outside, have like
Well,
they bring their chairs.
I mean, you say that until you stop playing the Allman Brothers every weekend, you know?
Yes, yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. I bet they'll still come out though. But 30s, 40s drank.
Yeah.
They come out.
But that's what I'm
drank.
saying. It's like it was catering towards the older crowd, and they have expendable income, but they don't get to. Oh,
Did we lose footage here?
I don't know. Let me double check the camera real quick. Pause.
Pause.
While I'm pausing the timer, I'm gonna leave it running.
All right, we're back for still round one. Still on round one.
Yeah, our battery died because when that giant storm happened,
We were busy.
I left the camera on the entire time.
Whoopsie.
And I literally turned it off today when we got back to the studio. So the battery's a little dead.
Might die again. We'll see what happens. But
Anyway, yeah. So back to kind of what we're saying is like, I think like the whole like Friday Fest in general is going to start catering to the younger crowd now because we're kind of moving in that direction where the people in charge are kind of, that younger demographic. So
yeah.
like I was saying, like the older, like late 40s, 50s, like young 60s, they have the expendable income and they'll probably come whenever. But now we're getting into like, not really your generation yet, but my generation, like the mid 30s through early 40s, where we have the expendable income and we like to party, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, we're more likely to get absolutely faded on a Friday Fest in that older generation. So we spend more money.
Or at least have like a few drinks. You know what I mean? Like I feel like a lot of the time it's like I'm one and done or two and done, and it's like I'm gonna be here for 5 hours. I can have 5 drinks.
Yeah, that's kind of
what I mean?
That's kind of like our I want to say millennial math, but it's just the math. It's literally just the math.
It's legit math. I mean,
Yeah,
if you've
it's
ever
just
taken
the
like a tips class, it's every hour your body can cycle out one drink.
Yeah.
So one beer or one cocktail or whatever. Like theoretically, if you have one drink an hour, your body will cycle that out.
Yeah.
By
So
the time you leave, you'll
yeah.
be
So
stone cold
allegedly
sober.
you'll be sober.
Yep.
Which means
they
if
say.
you're trying to get moderately tipsy but still under the legal limit, you can technically have 2 drinks every hour and you will still legally be under the limit. I believe is what
know
my
about that, but
my
hopefully.
classes taught me to blow a .08 or whatever.
Oh, to be like exactly drunk?
Yeah, exactly. Drunk.
Exactly legally drunk?
Yep. But anyway, yeah, we're jumping right back into it, and we hit the time perfectly.
Look at that. Look at that.
But yeah, I mean, let us know about your Friday Fest experiences. If you haven't experienced Friday Fest here in Greeley, definitely come check us out.
it out,
I know there's a few listeners that are not Colorado locals, which is absolutely all right. Thanks for listening, guys.
Absolutely perfect.
Yeah. But anyway, let's jump into round number 2.
Round 2.
All right, and coming back into round number 2. Round number 2 is kind of a spin-off of one of last week's topics, which was mini sports.
Mini sports, yeah.
Yeah, so we just actually ripped mini golf.
Mini golf. We never talked about it on the topic.
We didn't.
And
We
were
didn't.
Like, dang, that was like a missed one. That could be a whole other topic.
Yeah. So I guess, what are your thoughts on mini golf? I absolutely love mini golf.
What if I
love
hated
mini
it?
golf.
And then you just said that, and then we'd have to
Because
argue
that's,
about it.
yeah, then welcome to B&G. I don't know.
Nah, I love mini golf, dude. Mini
Okay.
golf's so fun, dude.
Yeah.
And like honestly, like it's just putting. you know, but it's putting through various obstacles typically.
Yeah, and that's what's fun
That's
for me.
a good time. Dude.
My favorite part about regular golf is the putting. And I guess it even comes through to our fake golf, or digital golf too.
What I like about mini golf though too, and you're really good at digital golf putting.
Yeah.
You got some good lines. But what I like about mini golf is you can ricochet off the wall. Can't do that in real golf. There's no wall.
Yeah.
Mini golf, I can like plan my angles, and then it's like pool meets golf.
Yeah, and
kind of
that's
vibe.
awesome.
That's
Yeah.
kind of fun. Where it's like, oh, that's not the line I would have taken, but then I still make it.
Dude,
Eat
last
my
time
butt, dude.
the last time I played mini golf was at the most obscure mini golf course ever. It was like in downtown Fort Collins. You know where like shoot, what's that brewery called? The sour one. Stave?
No,
Crooked
it's-
Stave?
Is that a sour one too?
Yeah.
because Funkworks is in Fort Collins too.
Yeah, but no, it's like Crooked Stave is in like this little food court area where there's like a homemade ice cream shop in the middle shaped like an ice cream bucket.
Cool.
Anyway, if you've never been there, we should definitely
Never
go check
been,
it out.
dude. I haven't played mini golf in so long.
But I don't know if the mini golf is still there. But I know the brewery's still there because I was there not that long ago. I was there last year. Anyway, yeah. So like this whole mini golf
Years
course
a
was
long
like
time.
inside of a building.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is wild. I've never played inside golf ever,
Honestly, that's like,
like
one
in
of the
any sport.
only. There's I don't know if it's still there, but back home in North Dakota, there is an indoor mini golf.
Well, I mean, North Dakota feels right
Yeah,
because
you could have to kind of.
Yeah.
There is outdoor ones, but it's like it's the place that has like go karts,
oh yeah,
indoor
yeah, yeah.
arcade, mini golf, other shit. You
Yeah.
know, so they have an outdoor one, but in my hometown, I don't think it's still there. The way it was set up was not to survive.
That's fair.
Yeah, it was not set up to
Well,
survive.
I don't know if the new place has mini golf, but another, or I guess it's technically an old place that just reopened. It's called like
Main event.
no, it's in Evans. It's like off of 85,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
like
yeah, 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 yeah.
Adventure or something.
Adventure something. Yeah, yeah.
But they
I don't know if they're
used-
still open. I haven't been.
But they used to have mini golf, and they just reopened. They have a pretty decent go kart track, or was decent when I went there way back in the day.
Yeah.
But yeah, I haven't been there, and I just got like an advertisement for it on Facebook, and like,
Maybe they still
dude,
have it.
I should go check this out because like it's a
good
local
time.
business, and I used to love it in high school, and then they closed down for literally 20 years. So
Oh my God, I did know they reopened. They reopened. I mean, it was like 2021, right? It's been a few
yeah,
years.
it's been a few years, and I just forgot
Yeah.
to be completely honest. And I used to love that place.
Yeah. No, I do love mini golf. Mini golf's always fun, especially because I'm a bad like regular golfer. But like
Yeah, fair.
putting in person is the only thing I'm okay at. Mm-hmm. And I think it's all those years of mini golf training.
That's fair.
You know.
Yeah.
But one time I went mini golfing. I went mini golfing in Florida, and they had like live baby alligators on the course.
Okay.
Not on the course, but like in the pond next to the course. So it was like if you hit your ball into the pond,
There's
don't,
going to be little babies.
don't get it.
Yeah.
Like just leave it.
Fair.
But you could also buy a bag of cut up hot dogs for like $1.
And then
you
feed
could
'em?
just throw them in for the little gators to eat, dude. I was like, this is the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
This is wild. This is
That's
absolutely
funny.
insane.
Yeah. There's also like, I think Boondocks off of 25. I haven't been to in forever, but they had a pretty fun mini golf course too.
Yeah. Didn't main event, well, now main event. Well, I don't remember what it was before. But
I
in
don't know.
Windsor, didn't they have an indoor mini golf? I don't know if they still
Yeah, I
do.
don't
They've
know.
got laser tag and stuff.
Yeah,
still,
they have laser tag. I know that because their laser tag's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I almost tore all of my crucial ligaments at that laser tag.
Chris, you're not supposed to run in there, dude.
I didn't run. I literally
Fell down the ramp.
close. I was literally like crouched, so like
2 levels.
yeah. So
you
it
have
has
to crawl up
yeah.
a ramp.
So it has a ramp going up, and then like a hard 90-degree right
Yes,
turn.
yep.
So I was like crouched below the 90-degree right turn, and then I stood up to shoot, and then I got shot. So then I turned immediately the other direction, and it caught my knee like right on the corner, and I'm like, ah! And then I like was crawling down the ramp because I completely numbed out my leg. But it was I just hit some, like ligaments or whatever, and just it got a little tingly, but I was good to go.
Outstretched him, didn't tear him.
Yeah,
it's fine.
I don't even know if I got outstretched him. I just think I smashed him, and like, what is this?
Yeah. I've dislocated my knee, but I've never torn anything.
Yeah, I dislocated my patella once because I got hit with the baseball.
Oh,
Yeah, it's not as bad anymore, but like it's actually kind of locked in place now. But like my kneecap used to be able to like slide back and forth very
I have
dramatically.
very like loose knees, I've discovered.
Yeah.
So like both my kneecaps, I can move around like a whole bunch, and I just thought that was normal.
Yeah, apparently it's
You
not.
just like have your body your whole life, so like you don't realize when something's weird. And
So everybody
I just thought it was normal. I was just like, yeah, that's how my knees are. That's how everyone's knees are. I don't know.
Yeah, no, my knees
Apparently
were
it's weird.
Yeah, my knees were the exact same way, and then I got hit by a baseball in it, and then now like I mean, I'm also old as shit now, so but now my knees are pretty locked in place and they don't move anymore. But I used to be able to like move it massively up and down.
Unless like my foot muscle or my quads are flexed, I can still move my knees a lot.
Yeah. Maybe I should try when I get it. I've actually like played with it in a long time.
Yeah, when you're a kid, you do. Yeah. You're just kind of like
you're sitting in class being bored.
Yeah, and now as an adult, I don't notice it.
Yeah.
Until I worry about dislocating it.
Yeah, and you're like, ooh, my knee hurts. Oh, my kneecap still does that.
Oh wow, oh jeepers, that's horrible.
But yeah, we should go rip some mini golf.
Oh yeah, dude, I love mini golf.
I want to rip like real golf, but I don't like real golf that much.
This was my thing. Like for me, a sport has to like click. If that makes sense. So like, I've done so much golf, but I've always been so horribly bad.
Yeah,
that I've just kind of left it. And then finally I took a year off from doing any kind of golf activity. I still have my clubs and everything, but I stopped doing golf. And then I went back last year. I didn't play, but I went to the driving range and watched a few videos beforehand, kind of did a whole thing. I got there and I was like, oh, that's what I've been doing wrong the entire time. Wow, I have been facing the club face the wrong way the whole time.
You just hit with the club back. You have left-handed clubs for some reason.
Not that intense. It's such a minute change.
Yeah.
But I started to hit the right way, which feels uncomfortable until it's not comfortable.
Like your club is too hyzer or anti-hyzer.
Sure.
And then it's too...
Honestly, for me, it was too...
I forgot the other disc golf.
It was too this.
Yeah, I forgot the other disc golf terms when you try and
right to left, I think.
Yeah.
But I would be facing too much, like...
Too much fade, not enough drop.
Yeah. And then I was like, oh, if I do that, that's how you're supposed to hit golf clubs.
Yeah.
Shit.
Usually. But anyway, that was time. Yeah. So let us know about any mini golf you guys like doing.
And that does not pertain to mini golf at all. You can hit that however you want.
I mean, still kind of, though, because like mini golf, they're rubber heads, but you still have to hit it flush. And if you hit it like at an angle, then you can get the wrong angle off the club and you'll miss what you're aiming for. So
I actually have a fun plug really quick if we can take a couple extra seconds. So we just did a if you've been to the tasting room, you've seen our new polos, which are expensive but very nice.
Yeah.
So those guys partner with a downtown Denver mini golf event.
Okay.
And they're going to bring it to Greeley this year. I think September.
Can't
remember, but there's going to be like a pub crawl. And you go to the place, hopefully spend money, shoot around a mini golf, and then you just keep going around.
Neat. That sounds fun as heck.
There's been no advertisements for it. You're hearing it here first, folks.
Yes, exclusive.
It's pretty big down in Denver. They do a good job with it, and it might be in Loveland, but I'm 99% sure it's going to be in Greeley.
But it's going to be near us, regardless.
It'll be close, but closer than Denver. But they do it. I mean, it's a pretty big bash. They like sold out this year for how many people showed up, and then like each person sponsors a hole, and you have a chance to win a prize. And it's pretty cool.
Heck yeah!
I tried to go this year, but I had to work.
Yeah, isn't that adulting?
Yeah,
all the cool shit you want to do.
Hopefully, I'll be just drunk at the Greeley one. The whole time.
Let's go.
You know what I mean? So,
all right. Well, anyway, let's jump into round number 3.
Round 3.
And with that being said,
sorry.
Coming back to round number 3, Jory, what is the next topic for round number 3?
Number 3 is Chris wrote this one.
I did write this one.
So sorry everyone, but you're going to hear about it. It's PS5 life, whatever that means. Can't wait to hear it. I can't wait for Chris to bring this one in. I'll have stuff to add, but I can't wait to.
So I guess the main thing is like. going from like one generation of consoles to the next, it's a huge technological step.
Yeah, it's a
regardless. It's a huge gap. And even on my regular PlayStation, I probably had like 40 games to play.
Yeah.
And then jumping up to PS5, I only have 2.
Yeah, that's
and one of them is from my PS4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Re-downloaded it onto the PS5.
Yeah. So anyway, like the question mostly is like PS5 Live is like, how are you getting along getting a new PS5? Like, how is that? How are you enjoying getting a PS5 now? We're a little late because the whole pandemic ruined the PS5 launch kind of thing.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's a good time to jump on PS5.
Just gotten a PS4 in like 2019.
Yeah.
And they came out in like, what, 17 or something? Or like 16?
No, they came out
15?
15, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, so I was already late
I think
to that.
every 5 years-ish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't get a console anymore unless it drops significantly in price, typically.
That's fair.
You know, I don't like to pay that brand new sticker price, you know what I mean? I'm going to get get a used one maybe, you know, just like a car.
Yeah, that's fair.
You know? But it's been good, man. I like it. I downloaded some like old remastered games.
Yeah, I've been definitely looking into that too.
I've been digging that, man. There's so many. I'm playing Resident Evil 4 right now, and there's so many add-ons that you can buy that like I never bought when I was a kid because it was like I could barely beat the game as a kid. You know what I mean? Like I was young enough. I was playing on the Wii.
Okay.
We're talking like 08.
Yeah.
You know, and that's still like 3 years after it came out.
Yeah.
You know, so like could still barely beat it. It was just a little more planned out of a game because you like it. The whole game is resource management. Mm-hmm. So if you run out of ammo, you're just screwed.
Yeah.
And now
because you can't like farm ammo, you have to go find ammo.
You have to go find things to create ammo or find ammo.
Yeah.
And typically the game's pretty good about
it. Like respawns certain things.
It'll be like,
places.
you just did all this. You're gonna need more ammo. Here's a bunch of ammo, kind of vibe.
Yeah.
But
like you're about to fight that's like every time. Like I had like in the original Resident Evil, you find the grenade launcher, but you get like 3 grenades. You get like the explosive, and then like 2 fire shells or something.
Yeah.
But then like you enter this room, and then you open a drawer, and it has like 10 of each shell. You're like. Oh shit! What's about to happen? And then, fun fact, spoilers: you fight a giant snake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and that's the vibe too, where it's like you can one shot. Spoiler alert!
Oh,
this game came out in 2000.
Yeah, for all these games that came out like a decade ago,
you can kill the final boss with a single rocket launcher shot. Mm-hmm. So like, and I knew that coming into it, so I saved up like my money. I bought the rocket launcher and I just stored it for like. You know, like the last third of the game. I was like, I'll just save it over here, be good to go. And I had like a discount.
Right.
Because you get these charms. It's a whole thing. Anyways.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't need to get into all that. But, so then I just put it in my suitcase. You have like a storage suitcase that you have to manage. Mm-hmm. And you only get one. It's an expendable rocket launcher.
So you shoot it, done.
Like, perfect. Here we go. Used it, killed him. Done.
Beat the game.
The final boss was the easiest boss to beat.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you know.
Yeah, that's fair.
Which, like, I think anybody would be prepared like that. They'd be like, oh, I'm going to get the big stuff right at the end. Even if I have to sell some of my guns.
Yeah.
I'll get the big stuff. But now, so they do New Game Plus for Resident Evil.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. Oh.
Yeah, for 4, they've always done it.
Oh, I guess I didn't really play 4 too much back in the day. But.
Yeah. But they've always done that, and now there's an unlimited rocket launcher.
You're just ripping it the whole time?
Well, I can't afford it. It's $2 million. And, like, at most, you're looking at, like, having 100. Like, I've finally saved up to 100,000. So now I'm like, I'm going to have to. But if I get that.
New Game Plus 5 times.
Yeah, then I can sell a bunch of shit. Because if I have that, then I don't need that stuff.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But then you'll get more money just to buy that stuff back.
Yeah. And I've probably got $200,000 worth of stuff that I could sell and pay for that. But that's 10% of what I need.
Right.
Right? 10%? Yeah, that math.
Do you get to keep all your money when you New Game Plus too? Or is it just skill level?
You get to keep everything.
Okay.
And I didn't know that. So I sold a bunch of shit.
Before you ended the game?
That I would have wanted to keep.
Yeah.
I was like, damn. And I upgraded my guns so like it went somewhere, but I could have made way more money
Yeah.
if I would have kept that stuff.
That's
So
fair.
now I got to beat it again to keep all that
That's how
stuff.
they get you to
And I'm gonna keep
sell
playing,
it.
dude. I'm gonna keep playing, dude. It's
That's,
been
I
fun,
have to
dude.
beat it
I
again
gotta
to
beat
keep it,
again,
to
keep
sell it.
But then there's also like add-ons too. Like there's a whole another side game you can buy for like $10. So I'll probably get that eventually. But no, it's been fun. PS5's been good, dude. I don't know. It's nice to be able to play newer games. Mm-hmm. That's the thing that I always like get FOMO about when I have old consoles. Is that
Oh yeah, like
you can't always get the new like Helldivers.
yeah,
2.
like we've talked about
Can't always
Helldivers
get the new
2,
game, dude.
and everybody was freaking out about how awesome Helldivers 2
and
is.
it is.
It's pretty good.
It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, and then we haven't played in like 2 weeks, but
Yeah, it's been a while.
yeah. But anyway, but like it's fun. Like I get why people don't like it, but at the same time, it's like I like it, so I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's also
And,
nice
yeah.
that you can replay. Like we were able to re-download golf for free.
Yep.
So now we can still rip golf whenever we want on the new console, new controller.
It's dude, one of my controllers is still a little glonky. Like
Yeah.
the one that came with the game
Yeah.
or came with the console, I don't like it as much as the one that I bought. So I don't know.
Controllers are weird. They're like way more advanced.
Yeah,
And
it's
like there's so much cool stuff you can do with them. I don't do any of it.
right. And like when we're playing Helldivers 2, sorry to get back into Helldivers, but like I tried to throw a grenade, but it like won't let me. Like it's literally like
I think that's a game bug though.
yeah, I
too, a
think
little
it's
bit.
literally like it's so it's pressure sensitive.
Yeah.
So like sometimes there's like so much pressure on it when I click it, it doesn't click.
There's probably some pubic hairs stuck in there.
Yeah, it just doesn't click. And I'm just like, what? And then I click it a few times and then it goes.
Yeah.
It's so weird. It's like if something fills with air, then it's really hard and stiff, and
that's-
then just
That's
it's
the
super soft.
weirdest part about the controller is how like adept it is to like different pressure things. So like a good example of this is in Resident Evil 4. So you drive a boat at a certain point. And so you pull the trigger to drive, and on any other game console, it just goes.
Right.
You know what I mean? But it's super pressurized. So like the button, I have to like kind of crank on a little bit because it pushes back.
Yeah.
So you have like you feel like if you were actually driving a boat and you had to like crank it like an old school motor.
Yeah, and then you
Now
feel the
forward, old
pressure
school
with it.
motor.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you can kind of feel it start to get a little harder.
Yeah.
To crank, you know, when the faster you go, it does that on the controller.
Well, yeah, I don't know if you've noticed with Helldivers, but like when you're shooting your gun, you have pressure,
Yeah.
but then when your clip's empty, it's soft.
Yeah.
It's just
it
completely
starts
soft.
to like kick back.
Yeah.
Like yeah, I don't know.
It's crazy.
Wild.
PS5 life. But anyway,
PS5 life, dude. It is weird.
time.
Technology is weird, and it's weird where they put it.
yeah,
They
definitely.
put it in the controller more than anything.
And that's a good choice in my opinion.
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
Yeah.
It's kind of neat.
And you don't even need headphones anymore, which is weird. It just comes in and out through the
Yeah,
controller.
well-
but it also like gets a little weird. Yeah. It's
So I
whole
play my Resident Evil game because it's like a scary game. It's like the whole vibe. So you need to hear stuff. I always wear headphones. I tried it without the headphones the other day. Every time I reload a magazine, the sound or
Comes
shoot
from the controller?
Comes from the controller.
Yeah.
Which is weird. That's weird, man.
but that's because the gun's in your hands.
Yeah, no, it makes sense.
Yeah.
But it's like what? What the hell?
What the hell?
That egg has a bush? What the hell?
Anyway, if you guys have a PS5, which you probably don't,
Probably not.
It's
Sorry,
fine.
guys. Yeah, we keep doing these topics that most of our listeners don't know about. But hopefully you learn something, and hopefully it's
Some.
neat.
it's very neat
Or if you know anybody that has a PS5, now you know.
how much fun they have that you miss out
Yeah,
on.
that you miss out on. So get one.
Yeah.
Just get one.
Anyway,
Add us on PS5.
yeah. Move
If
on
you
to,
want to add us on PS5, comment.
yeah.
Give you our handles.
I mean, maybe.
Maybe. Probably.
Maybe we'll just DM you secretly.
Yeah, we'll DM you separately. I'm not going to put it out there because maybe one day we'll have trolls.
Maybe.
Wow,
Maybe we should
wouldn't that
create.
be-
We should create a best of 5 PS5 account or PSN account,
Probably should.
and then just give it out and see how many people want to play with us.
Yeah, probably none, but
Yeah.
that's okay.
Create like BO5J and BO5C,
That would be something. That would
Yeah.
be something.
but we have to make money and even spend money on that first. Anyway.
the accounts are free.
Anyway, let's move on.
Sorry, guys. Thank you for listening and staying tuned.
Yeah.
Round 4.
And coming. back to round number 4. Round number 4 is going to be favorite climate. Now, Jory, this was your topic.
It was, and I'll tell
So
you.
what brought this up?
I'll tell you exactly what I thought of. So it was, I literally wrote this on last week's episode as a topic.
While we're getting stormed out?
Yeah, well, it was before the storm.
Okay.
And it was before we knew about the storm because we didn't receive the weather warnings yet. But
Very true.
it was right when you came out and you had your hair down. And I was like, oh man, like so many people's hair is affected by climate.
Yeah, that's very true.
So I was like curious about that because, like, you know, curls, your curls are usually crazier in a humid climate, but some people like that. Some people don't. Some people get like annoyed by it, but otherwise they're too frizzy. And like right now, like Colorado is it's a desert climate.
Yeah. It's an arid desert or something.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I knew it was.
Which means it's like extra dry or something.
Yeah. So
I don't know. Correct me on Google. I don't care. That's my guess.
who knows? But it's weird because I got like back home in North Dakota, it's so humid all the time.
Yeah.
But then in the winter, the humidity turns into dryness. But it's still like a bone chilling humidity. But the air is so dry that like I would get bloody noses all the time as a kid.
Yeah.
Just in the winter. But then Colorado, I get so many less bloody noses. I think I'm more used to it at this point.
Oh yeah, it's like so when like winter first starts, I definitely get bloody nose. Every single time I blow my nose, nose starts bleeding. So I'm like at that point where I have to like take like a wet whatever like Kleenex or paper towel or toilet paper and like dab the inside of my nose just to like moisten it before I blow my nose.
Yeah.
And then I'm usually fine.
Well, and then I got this big schnoz, and he's real sensitive.
Oh yeah.
He'll bleed. I'll get flicked in the nose, and I'll start bleeding. Like it happens so fast, and it's so.
I made a
easy.
flick gesture to his nose, by the way.
Yeah, for all you listeners. But it dries out so quick, and I can get. And I've also been into waxing my nose lately. You ever done that?
I've never needed to.
It is nice, dude. I'm starting to get old man nose hair where it'll grow right in the like
the crevasse,
the little crevasses of my nose,
Yeah.
and it'll start to curl out.
whatever that's called, from your bottom of your
that?
nose to connects to your lip.
Split, yeah, the split between two nostrils. I'll get a lot of hair there, and it'll start to grow out.
Yeah.
And it makes me want to die when I look at it.
Okay.
So I've been waxing my nose, and honestly, it's kind of nice.
Yeah.
It's kind of nice, but it also makes it so that like my nose runs a little bit more, or like gets dried out a little bit.
Yeah, so I'm not scared to wax my nose, but I need all of the nose hair to catch as much pollen as possible.
Yeah, you don't have that much nose hair.
Yeah,
It's
so I'm
not
just
protruding. Mine starts to protrude out like an old icky man. And I found an ear hair the other day too, like a big long.
why don't you just take
hair.
like some small scissors and just go instead of like
No, I've had
it
a
out.
trimmer. Doesn't work, dude. And otherwise, I'll pluck it, but it hurts to pluck. But if you wax it all at once, you don't even feel it. It's wild.
Because it's too much pain at the same time.
You don't
Yeah.
even feel it. It's insane. It just works.
Because there's some weird thing about the brain. I get getting off topic because that's what we do.
That's okay.
But like if you break your leg and get burned at the same time, you won't feel any of your burns. You'll feel like whatever the highest source of pain is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but works. But I don't know. I kind of like the dry desert climate. But I know that a lot of people don't. Like Kimmy doesn't like it.
Yeah.
She's like, if we move anywhere else, we should go somewhere a little more humid. And
Dude,
I'm like,
I don't
I've done humidity. You get so sticky and and like even right now being humid in here,
It's gross.
this isn't even that bad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I just feel it.
Yeah, it's probably like
I just feel
40% humidity
It's
and
not
it's
even bad.
disgusting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not like 90. It's only
But yeah, I mean,
Florida.
like, so I have psoriasis, and they're like, "Hey, the best thing for psoriasis is go move to a humid climate." And I'm like, "Nah, I'm good."
Yeah.
But like, if I were to move to a humid climate, it'd have to be West Coast because I don't want those humid winters.
That's fair. How about Southeast?
That's just gross, though. Yeah, that's not even humid. That's just wet all the time,
I'd rip a little Southeast. I'd see what it's about.
dude. So I was in.
I do like the Northeast though too.
Yeah. I had too much winter.
Yeah,
too much winter.
It's a lot of winter, but it's cool.
Like I guess
the
being
history is
being
really
in
cool.
Colorado, like we have pretty wintry winters, but our winters are fucking cool winters.
Yeah.
They're not like, oh, we get like an ice sheet blown over our
Yeah,
cars.
It's
like, oh, there was 6 inches of snow. Let me just take this broom and go. Poop, poop, poop,
It's
poop,
not
poop.
like I can't get into my car. My door is frozen shut.
Yeah,
I have to plug my car in.
yeah. I mean, we did have a couple of those, but it wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, like it'd have to be like West Coast humidity because like that humid and cold is disgusting, and humid and like hot is even worse.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Ugh.
Yeah, I don't know. But I'm kind of a fan of the desert-ish climate. Like,
Yeah.
warmer. I'm just so sick of cold. And
That's fair.
honestly, that's why Colorado's nice is because you get a taste of it. Mm-hmm. But it's nothing like where I'm from.
Yeah, and it's hard for me to even imagine living in any other place that you literally don't experience all 4 seasons.
Yeah, I do like the 4 seasons, honestly. So
Yeah. Because, I mean, we'll get a little tease like second winter in like spring, but then when spring hits, it's like, oh my God, it's so nice outside. Oh, I can't breathe anymore. Oh, it's hot. It must be summer now.
because your allergies.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But yeah, and then like the I found a hummingbird last night
I love hummingbirds.
that's just running around. He's a little baby guy.
They just do it, dude.
And I'm like,
so
man,
cool.
spring is so awesome.
Spring is cool.
Yeah. But now we're moving into summer, so it's like 80 degrees every day, which is cool if you're like doing outdoorsy stuff. But if you're inside with no air conditioning, it's not as cool. That was not purposely a pun. I was saying it sucks. But anyway.
not the cool part. Yeah, but sucks. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, oh man, I just like gone back home in the dead of winter before, and you just forget how cold that is.
Yeah.
You forget how cold North Dakota is in the dead of winter. Like I remember I went back in January one time. Prepared but unprepared, like physically prepared. I had winter gear, but mentally
like your body wasn't acclimated anymore.
And then you go outside and you're like,
You breathe, and your mouth freezes.
I don't have to go to the store. I'm okay. I'll just get back right inside right now and not do that.
Yeah, because we had
a nightmare, dude.
We had a couple like days in the last few years where like we reached like negative 30 degrees.
Yeah.
And it's like, this is out of character and this is awful.
Well, and when that like winter vortex rolled in, and we were hitting like negative 30 for like a week. Back in North Dakota, it was like negative
like 50 something
more. It was higher. I think one of the days
lower.
One of the days with wind chill, I think they hit negative 100, which doesn't register. Like that doesn't even make sense.
Like
how can you read that? It's like it actually feels like negative 40, but with wind chill it's negative 100. It's like how.
Yeah,
what kind of machine do you have? I don't know. I'm not a meteorologist, but it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, because I mean, I've had 100+ degree heat.
Yeah,
like I've had 119 degree heat.
Well, and it doesn't feel as extreme.
And I'm like, this is hot and gross. But then negative 100 cold
doesn't make any sense.
I'm like, that's not even relatively close to being the uncomfortableness.
Yeah. Well, and once you hit a certain level of cold, it just feels cold.
Yeah.
So like if you're outside and it's like negative 20.
Oh, also.
Versus negative 100.
Yeah.
It feels the same.
It feels the same.
It feels the same because it just hurts.
Yeah. The only difference is like, you can get frostbite in 45 minutes compared to you can get frostbite in 12 minutes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And it just.
Don't go out with wet hair.
Just don't go outside.
Yeah.
Just don't do it.
Unless they take the boiling pot of water and throw it in the air and then it lands on them, but it's still boiling because they don't understand thermodynamics very well.
Yeah.
Have you seen those videos?
I have only ever seen it where it turns to snow. People are throwing it and it just stays hot.
Well, so the particles, like when you throw water in the air, it's the steam that vaporizes into snow. So if you still
wet,
if you have still like large water droplets and you throw it straight above you, those water droplets are going to still fall on you. But it's 212 degrees.
Very little water in that pot.
So it's still going to burn the shit out of you. It's going to cool down, but I mean, I think 170 degree water burns you or 165 degree water burns you.
Does it?
Yeah, it's not like, so boiling is 212 or whatever, but yeah, so even all the way down to that still can cause burns or something. But
Yeah, but cold sucks.
yeah,
Hate it. Grew up in it. Hate it. Used to go outside every day. My eyelashes would freeze.
ugh, that's
Just,
gross.
like, that happens in Colorado too, but it was every day.
Very specific,
Every
yeah.
day for 7 straight months. If you went outside, your eyelashes would freeze.
Yeah. See, and that's the thing, man. Like, I don't want 7 months of cold. I want like 4.
And when it snows, it stays. It's not like here where it melts.
Well, here,
Sits.
well, Greeley specifically, it stays,
It
but
stays
like
a little longer than
it
other
doesn't
places.
snow a lot.
Yeah.
So it snows like once, but it's cold the entire time and it just turns
No, dude,
black and
it's-
gross.
It's like you have your lawn is covered in snow the entire winter. Once you have that big snow, maybe you'll get one melt. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
you'll make your
after the first
you'll
one.
make your snowman.
But that second big snow, it's white.
Yeah.
Snow blindness is real, people.
Yeah. Anyway, let's move on to the final round.
Let's do it.
So we have to do DVD extras.
Yeah, we do.
Final round.
Alrighty, folks. Round number 5, the final round of this episode. We got a fun one here, folks.
Oh yeah.
We've got a fun one.
We just discovered this one not too long ago.
Not too long ago. I
Was
don't
it
know.
Yelp?
I don't know if it's Yelp or Google, but I don't know
I
if
don't
you
remember.
guys ever read reviews for places, but I like to. I like to read, especially a place that I go often. I
Yeah.
like to read the low reviews. If it's a place that I've never tried, I'll read the high ones and the low ones. And usually whoever writes the low ones, I'm like, you're crazy.
Yeah, I mean, depending, you know.
You typically it's like you're the most extreme in so many ways.
Oh yeah, it's like the 2 to 3 star reviews that are the honest ones.
Yeah. But so the lovely Weldworks in town here
Yes.
received a 1-star review recently, and basically the entire review.
Should I look it up?
If you want to, basically the entire review is just not even shitting on Weldworks, like a little bit, but not that much. Mostly just shitting on Greeley and how bad Greeley stinks. And this person continuously states how Greeley.
I have it.
Oh, you have it.
Yeah.
All right. If you want to read it,
Here, no, you go.
Okay,
It's
okay.
it's yours. So go for it.
this is how it starts. And this was a week ago. Doo-doo smell and lactose beers. This place smells like actual feces. It's also really easy to brew a good tasting beer when you put lactose in it, which is basically every beer they make. Not true, but they do use a lot of lactose.
They do.
This place is an actual joke. Who wants to sit outside and inhale microparticles of species? You people are insane to offer patio seating. To really think that someone could even possibly enjoy a beer on your patio while smelling feces, all caps, is beyond belief. What period a period joke? And these kind of reviews, it blows my mind that anybody can just write a review. That's
Yeah,
the worst
yeah,
part,
yeah.
especially for someone who works at a small business and like takes it very seriously. Getting a 1-star review for something so ridiculous,
Can it legitimately
business.
can hurt businesses.
and
yeah,
it's so just ridiculous that someone would have the audacity to like try to mess up like a business like that. But the other thing is, if you're going to say things like that, know about them. The smell is not feces. The smell is burning blood, and that's the smell of money.
yeah. It's Greeley. It's not the business.
It's not the business, and also it only
It's
smells
Greeley.
like that. Like one day every 2 weeks, maybe one day a month.
Yeah,
when
that
they
sounds
do
right.
that. But it
Yeah.
also like that's
or when it rains really heavily.
sure, but that's what drives the economy for the most part. Like JBS is a huge part.
Well, it's not. Is it JBS now? I thought it got called
JBS.
something else. Oh, sorry. I was
yep.
thinking Swift. That's what it,
It
used
was
to be
Swift.
called.
Yeah,
it was Swift.
But like that is the amount of people they have working for them, the amount of money that company produces. Like, also, it's not poop.
Yeah.
That's the crazy part to me, where it's like
It's
What the
like
hell?
it's like very heavy manure style smell, but it's manure, if anything.
Yeah, but even
If
then, like,
anything,
it's still
yeah.
like, oh, I don't know. You don't get that. Like, I don't know. It really just F's me off, if
Dude,
you will.
it grinds our gears a little
Dude,
bit,
it
which is a
just-
different topic.
It gets me going, and luckily I work for a business where the owner responds to all of those and
like the ridiculous ones.
claps back.
Yeah,
And usually people take them down because they are not expecting it.
right.
Like, Matt will say some stuff back, and like people will immediately delete the post
There you go. There you go.
because he calls him on it. Because he also, like, when especially if somebody sets up a time frame, he's like, well, actually, I checked all my camera footage, and these are the timestamps. So you're first off incorrect.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
he gets so detailed in it, and
that's
he just goes so hard. But also, it's like, man,
With a little spitter man up there
look
now.
at that guy, dude. Gonna catch that fly, hopefully.
Yeah, get him.
But I don't know. And honestly, like, right when I moved to Colorado, I've been in Colorado for 9 years now. I lived in the Denver metro. I lived in Thornton. And the amount of people that would just like shit on Greeley. Oh, it's so stinky and gross there. And then, like, now I've lived here for 5 years. It's like,
Yeah.
what?
But also, like, when people
What?
are talking, like,
I would get defensive at a certain point.
Well,
I'd be
I mean,
like,
at this-
I can't believe you're moving to Greeley. That's disgusting.
but
And
like,
I was
if
like,
it's
what?
people from Denver specifically, it's just like, okay, man, whatever. Have you been to the Purina plant? They're like, oh, that's only one
dude.
part. And I'm like, all of Colfax, it smells like piss and sadness. Like,
Yeah,
get the
dude.
fuck out of
It
here.
sounds
dude.
like poison for dogs.
yeah.
Like, I don't know, dude. It
but
just,
yeah.
just grinds my... And especially if you're going to complain about a business, complain about the business. Don't complain about the environment they're in either. Like,
Yeah,
they
yeah.
can't help that. And that patio is full all the time.
Yeah. So
Like,
like
that's
even
the
this
thing.
1-star
I don't
review
know,
is just
dude.
like, all right, dude, who hurt you? Like, did they cut you?
dude.
I feel like it's one of those scenarios where like this dude had too many beers.
Sure.
They cut him off.
Lactose beers that are so gross.
Yeah. And they cut him off.
Stupid, dude.
They do have too many lactose beers. That's a legitimate complaint.
They do.
But,
I don't
man,
always drink the lactose ones, but that limoncello one, damn,
Yeah, that's
that
pretty
was
good.
dude. Oh, that was good. But I don't know. It just and also they have non-lactose beer options.
Yeah, they have a
It's
lot.
not like they don't.
It's not
have
even
that.
half the menu that has lactose.
Yeah.
It's like a third.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like there's a lot, but it's not it.
Yeah.
Even a
like if you
majority
don't
of-
like IPAs, then probably don't go there. But
Sure,
I would say like
but that's how they built their brand on
Yeah.
Juicy Bits. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's like, yeah, you're gonna get that, but they always have like a lighter beer option.
yeah,
A light
I think they
lager
have
or,
like 4 now.
Oh yeah, but
Like,
consistently,
specifically, yes.
at least one.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
It just pisses me off when people do stuff like that. I don't know. Just
Yeah, so even
Ridiculous.
at the Blues Jam, it's like someone was like, "Oh, why are there cows on your shirt?" I'm like, "Are you serious?"
What?
I was like, "Are you serious?" Like,
what?
God bless you. Like, thank you for being so kind and caring.
Observant.
Yeah. And then like I was like Greeley's a cow town. Like, really? Like, yeah. Like
dude.
it smells like cow shit. And then like, it does? I'm like, are you guys from Greeley? They're like, no, we're from like insert random northern Colorado
Sure,
town.
sure.
And I'm like, oh, you guys are also part of the smells. That makes sense.
Yeah, they know.
Yeah.
They know, but they don't know.
Yeah, I was like, you haven't heard of
crazy,
JBS?
dude.
They're like, where's that at? I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah,
dude.
they literally supply like I think a third or like half of the United States beef.
Yeah, dude.
Like it's an insane number.
Dude, what's wild? So, like, the restaurant that I work at, we get our meat from Greeley,
Yeah.
but it has to go to, like, some bullshit somewhere,
Oh,
to
yeah,
some bullshit
That's
somewhere,
a corporation.
to some bullshit somewhere to come back to us. I'm like,
Yeah,
oh, neat.
I don't
Awesome,
know.
cool.
It's insane to me when I don't know. Yeah, it just pisses me off, man.
Yeah, well, speaking of pissing
Just
off,
pisses me off, dude. Ridiculous. What a ridiculous review.
yeah, that was wild. Also, I thought it was funny
I
because
laughed
how
out loud.
dumb it was.
I laughed out loud, but I also like heated me up. I was
yeah.
hot.
But, like,
I
at the
got
same
hot
time,
about it.
man, like, that guy only said that because something had to
Yeah,
happen.
dude. Well, and if you click on that guy's page, I bet he only gives 1-star reviews.
Could be.
Doesn't give his anytime he has a good experience, doesn't review it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or like I hate when people will create an account on Yelp or Google just to write a single review.
Yeah.
A single 1-star review, unless it's warranted. Like I've been in the service industry for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
If service is bad and in like a really disrespectful way, I get it. Do what you have to do.
Yeah, but see, even then, like I wouldn't like Google or Yelp about it. I'd just tell my friends, like I've been there.
Tell my
it
friends,
fucking sucks.
or I would talk to the manager or like somebody that worked there. Like I would have enough respect.
Like
to
the
be
first time,
hey man, just so you know, maybe it's an off night, but
see,
this
that's
was
the thing.
bad, dude.
But that's the thing. I give it like 2 to 3 times.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'll give it a shot first. Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
so like I go, it's terrible.
Or I
I'll
just
wait a
won't
few
go back.
months. Yeah, I'll wait a few months.
Yeah.
I go back. If it's bad again, I won't go back.
Yeah.
I go back the third time. I'm like, all right, now
I
it's
gotta-
it's the culture. It's something with here.
Yeah.
But
Well, and especially like, I don't know. It's just bizarre.
yeah. But anyway,
Worked up. Sorry, loss of words. So worked up about it.
yeah. I guess
Stupid.
DVD extras might be spicy this time.
I think it will. Because,
It's about to be. It was supposed to be spicy last time, but
because,
now
we received a negative review lately.
it died again.
Dang it.
But anyway, we'll
timing.
just rip this off real quick. But thanks for checking out episode 155.
Thanks for checking us out.
We'll catch you on DVD extras. I know you can't see us right now, but we're gonna charge that camera again and come straight back to some DVD extras. So
And I
we'll
think
see you
DVD
guys on
Extras is
Friday.
gonna be hot.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be
hot,
pretty
so
spicy.
Stay tuned for that.
And now we have to wait like 15 minutes, so there might be some extra shots of Orange Barrel in there while we're waiting.
Oh yeah, maybe a little snort.
Yeah, just a little piss in there, but that's fine.
Just a little snort.
Anyway, thanks guys for checking us out. I'm still pointing to the camera even though you can't see
we're
us.
pointing.
I'm not doing finger guns at all.
So many finger guns right now because you can't see us. So thanks for tuning in. I'm Jory. This is Chris.
And as always, I'm Chris and this is Jory.
Beat him to it.
Got him.
Beat him.
All right, see you guys on Friday.
There you go.